Thank you for taking a look inside the Sing for Joy elementary music curriculum. We will begin by looking at the teacher's manual. The teacher's manual provides a lot of information for understanding how the different components work together. Besides there being some background information, the components, songs, teaching strategies, videos, lesson plans, materials, and assessments and year plans are all the items that are accessed within the lessons in a given grade level and are in our libraries. So it's important to begin with the teacher manual to understand what those items actually are. There's also further details about the lesson plans and ways of preparing and teaching and assessing a class. We will go to the Library of Teaching Strategies. Teaching strategies are the resource for teachers to learn ways of presenting concepts and elements. The two primary pathways for this are through the written document and through videos. Within the written document, there's information about the concept or element, other information, and then a breakdown of the stages: preparation, presentation, and practice. And the blue font indicates live links to demonstrations in videos in the YouTube channel. The other way to access video content is through this playlist, finding a video by its title and watching that specific concept or element in the 3 stages. Next, we'll look at the song library. Currently, there are about 100 songs in this library, and the columns here show the title. They're tagged by the grade that has this particular song in its lesson plans. And then for each song, there are 3 recordings: rhythm, solfege, and text. And finally, there is a PDF that is the music, as well as some analysis. So we're going to take a look here, and you can see there's the song, there's a game. Other PDFs might have a kinesthetic or a movement activity or multiple games to choose from. The lesson plans utilize some of these, but certainly not all of them. The chart at the bottom shows the items that are in the song, the rhythmic elements. In this case, we've got Takadimi and Taadimi. And the new melodic learning for this particular song is re. Students will have known so, mi, and do, and re is the new rhythm, re is the new melodic syllable that could be presented with diddle diddle dumpling. The recordings are played easily right here in this table.
Diddle diddle dumpling, my son John, he went to bed with his stockings on.
And you can listen to the same song on solfege.
Mi 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 so so do do mi, re 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 so 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 mi do do.
And on rhythm.
Takadimi tadi tadi ta, tadimi tadimi tadi ta.
These are resources for teachers to learn the songs accurately and easily. The last item I want to show you here is the scope and sequence, which is the overarching framework for how the grade levels are being developed. So in this chart, the intro level represents the content that is taught in kindergarten. And then level 1 is grade 1, but grade 1 also includes the content in the first circle. So this is the grade 1 content. Grade 2 reviews the first 2 circles and goes through the third. We will now go look at lesson plans. For each grade, there's a year plan, there are assessments, There's a song list, and the lesson plans that are in this table can be downloaded as an Excel document. The year plan takes the first circle of the complete, the level intro content, and breaks this into pacing for kindergarten. The content here is in the lesson plans. Assessments provide a chart for charting your students' progress and giving them grades according to a rubric in rhythmic, melodic, and other elements. The song list provides a list of all the songs used in this case, kindergarten, and the melodic or rhythmic or other element or concept in the first column. So loud and soft is taught through using these 4 songs. We'll take a look at the table for kindergarten. There are teaching strategies. These are in the main library also. In this table, it's simply showing the ones that are needed for kindergarten. The song list here is the kindergarten song list according to the PDF. And the lesson plans are here in this tab and are collapsed at this point, but are expanded right here. And now we can see that in this column, we've got some songs or activities. The first one is a song. This is an activity. These 2 are songs. Then we have a stage of the concept or element in this column. And I will explain a few of these things later. The process, this is what the teacher says or does, as well as what the students do. Materials are in this column. The first time something new is used, it has a link that is live to an external source to purchase the item. If there is no link, either the item has been used before in a previous lesson, or there is an attachment in the next column. The final column is a list of optional games, songs, or activities. These are optional for the teacher who needs more material or wants to expand their lesson with other activities that are related to the content in the rest of the lesson, but are not essential to the student's learning, though they could be used for reinforcing learning. In this column, the stage of the concept or element, this is where terminology of prep, present, and practice shows up. And in this case, because this is the first lesson, we are preparing things. The first time a new concept or element is being prepared within a lesson, it will include a parenthetical TS, which stands for teaching strategy. And in this case, is the teaching strategy for beat. So the teacher should see this, and that is a directive to go to the teaching strategy and visit this document and make sure they have understood what it is about and the process for preparing, presenting, and practicing. In a later lesson, there are multiple stages at once. For example, in lesson 17, we can see that some things have been learned, so they're being practiced. And then something is also being prepared. This is not the first time because there's no TS for teaching strategy. In fact, this has been prepared for quite a while, and this is the presentation lesson where we name the musical thing that the students have been doing, and then it's practiced. Here you can also see there's some preparation for another new thing coming in a lesson later, as well as some practice of things that have already been learned. In lesson 25, this is a lesson that has a written assessment. So this is a case where the material is a worksheet, and here's the PDF that is printable and that students then complete. And one other item, in lesson 38, there is an attachment that is called star icon cutouts. And in this case, this page can be printed and the way it is used is explained on page 1. Thank you for taking a look inside our curriculum.